motivation, we spoke, we probably tried to experience ways of motivation, stress management, a lot of stuff on self-development through so many things that have come up through the activities we have done. Okay, but I also believe that along with it is the importance lies in how we can become more creative. And I'm of the view that creativity can't be taught. It's a very different subject. You can't teach creativity. It's not a technical subject. Communication is a skill. Creativity is not a skill. Creativity, I believe, is an attitude. Your attitude to want to be different, but to the betterment of the purpose. You can't be different and detrimental or non-productive. You are creative, and it's helping the organization to blossom. You are creative, it's helping your family to be better. A more practical way of putting it is, rather than saying you're creative, you're innovative, I would just say let us have this feeling that we must be people of ideas. So there is this particular mountain or a hill, it takes, and there's a beautiful place of silence there. Okay, it's a hypothetical story. You can call it a cathedral, a church, whatever, but it's a place which embodies silence. And then, it takes around 1.5 hours to walk up. It's a proper route, and all of us are going there because somebody said it's good, so we go. It takes 1.5 hours. So every time we go, we take the same route. Is there anything wrong with it? No. Everybody's following it. But then there is a Muhammad who says that, hey, listen here, it's like 3 times we're going. It's the 3rd time, the 4th time the next week. Is that the only route? Because it's at the center, at the top. It's on a hill, so there must be some other route. So some of the others say, it's an example, so don't take it offensively or something, but some people say, are you crazy? Whatever is there, you follow it. What's your problem? Are you trying to show off or something? But Muhammad says that, in his mind says that, then he says, it's okay, he goes the 4th time. But he's getting positively frustrated. He goes and he talks to his dad and says, Dad, this is one particular road. I was telling my friends, that can't there be any other option? Must be, no? So Dad said, why don't you explore yourself? Why do you want to depend on others? If they say good, you will do it. If they smile, they laugh at you, say what's wrong with you, stop. Don't get puppeted. So then he gets the confidence. He feels okay. And fortunately, when he's whispering it to his friends, Jagdish and probably Apeksha and Jyotika also join. They say, yeah, I also feel it. So then he feels good, that okay. So whether it's alone or with some friends, it's okay, but he tries to now look at alternative ways to the same place. Why? Because there could be a shorter route. So then he keeps looking out, he walks. The others are like, what's wrong with this guy? When there's already something set up, why he wants to show off? And they're still climbing. But the moment that the people, they're searching, and they get tired. It's scorching heat. Then Jagdish says, hey, listen guys, I don't think, please let's go back. But then there are the others who say, we've not completed it, we've not checked the entire circumference of that hill. It's not a big hill, but still it takes time. So they keep pushing on. What I'm saying is, it's not easy when you're trying to look out for other alternatives. The urge in Muhammad is that there must be something. Let's find out. So they walk, and then they're about to lose hope because they're getting tired. But yet they're not sure that they've completed the entire thing. And then they find some sheep. From sheep coming down. They can hear some sound. They find the sheep coming down. And behind the sheep, there's a guy walking down. Obviously, when they see somebody walking down, they realize, hey, somebody's walking down, means somebody can go up also. So they chance upon it, they discover it. But the route is tough. The route is tough. They don't know whether it will lead to because there's only one way up. But the route is steep. But still they persist because they found it. So Muhammad says, let me try. So he goes, he finds that it's not that bad. You just have to maybe at some points use your hands to climb up. So he says, come up, it's okay. So they climb. Shanil slips a little bit, he gets a little hurt, they come, they help him, they still go on. And they reach the temple, or they reach that place of worship. They don't find the others. Because they're still walking up. Because they're still, and they find, the other guys look at these people and say, you reached? So yes, we reached. Yes, it was tough. Shamir had a fall, I mean, he's okay, he slipped, but we reached. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes we have to take, or we have to develop the courage to break that rule with responsibility and look out for alternative solutions. What I'm talking about is, it's not just about ideas only, it's about trying to discover new ways. Look at the worst case scenario. This is a good news, right? Okay, what's the worst? They get tired, they don't find the sheep coming, no person, they finally walk, they sort of stumble upon the same route. And they're way behind because they've done the whole bit, they've not found any alternative route. They climb up, by the time they reach the other group which has reached, they're coming down. They're like, enough, now let's go. What do you think about that? How do you think Mohammed and Jyotika and all the others should feel, the two others? What do you think then? In the worst case scenario, how should their attitude be?
Verified.
Speak here. What do you think, Atman? How should these people think about it? That they're walking up, they're almost reaching, they're tired, they're completely demoralized, isn't it? And then some of us, we're humans, we also know what the reactions are going to be. See, I told you. Because technically you have failed, right? Actually you haven't. You have become more victorious than the others. Because at least you know that there isn't any route. At least you can tell others who are trying to say, we have checked it out, there isn't any route. Huh?
Now we have confirmed that there is no other route. Otherwise there will be like type of confusion.
Or there will be many people who will be going.
Yeah.
But at least to those who you know, you can say that I've checked, we've checked, and it's been a tough one. But we are sure it isn't. But like he said, at least you had the guts to try. The others were actually shit scared. The ship at the shore, will always be safe. It's an English proverb. Try to read between and under the lines. The ship at the shore will always be safe. But is that the true nature of the ship? No, the true nature is to take the courage to dive in, which means take the courage to try new things, because that is your nature also. If you're going to get scared and not try new ideas, try to find alternative solutions to the same problem, then you'll be a great ship, but only at the shore. What I mean is, our nature should be, you must understand that our nature is to keep looking for different solutions. Remember, I mean, if you look at WhatsApp, if you look at Facebook, I mean, these are these techno things. E-commerce, for me, aren't there innovations? Somewhere that Mark Zuckerberg thought about it, people may have laughed about it, but did not try. Because the ship at the shore is always safe. Mark Zuckerberg he would have said, I'm safe doing the same thing about meeting my college friends at real gatherings. He wouldn't have ventured into the fact that let me try and see if I can virtually get them together. That's how it started, right? Getting his own college mates at a virtual forum. That's how the Facebook thing started. In fact, it started not with Facebook. He improvised actually. It was awkward. I don't know if you know Orkut. I don't know why they put that name Orkut. Maybe the name of the guy, Orkut. The point is that from now onwards, my hope is that you will, in context of your work, whatever that you're part of, keep one part of your attitude alive. And that attitude is to try and look for alternative solutions or trying to do the same thing in a different way. The place of silence was there. The route is same, but you try to see if there are other ways to reach that same place. That is being creative. Maybe if the story goes ahead, these guys will not lose hope. They'll come back and probably that small group will say, you know what, I know we didn't find a route, but I know some places where we can create a route. Because I found that the angle of, because from where I stood, Mohammed will tell, I feel we can actually make a route if the story continues. I hope, since I warned you that it's all metaphorical, I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. So because this is something that you can't teach, right? You can't. But I can only share examples like this, so that you get awakened by the importance of being creative. So I think how we can also practice being creative is actually practice. What I want all of you to do is, I have these papers, okay, and I have crayons, all right. I want each one of you to create your own visual perspective, a sketch, like what you did here. Similarly, of where you see FMF going in the future. I don't want to use big words like the vision and all, which I use for the HODs and all, yes. But I have a very simple thing that each one of us should look at FMF in the future. There's nothing wrong with it. You're part of this organization. But I want you to draw the vision. So we're going to practice creativity by actually practicing it. I want you to sketch what you see FMF in the future. In terms of products, in terms of export, in terms of advertising, I don't know. In terms of manufacturing and production. In context maybe, or just generally. I want you to draw the vision of FMF on this paper with the crayons or with the colors that you have, okay? Without using any words. With me? Because I'm not going to say, okay, I'll give you 15 minutes and now develop ideas for FMF. 15 minutes is too less, 15 days is too less, it depends. But let's practice stretching our own imagination. Because to really put your vision on the paper without words, that means you have to really stretch your imagination. You have to really be creative. And I have always believed that to be creative, you got to be creative. Creativity breeds creativity. You do small little things creative, it's making your mind more creative. We need to give practice to our mind to be more imaginative. And this is the practice. Clear? Yes? Great.